Good afternoon, everyone. We are going to begin in a couple of moments. We are going to begin at 2:37.
Your name, please?
Peter Reuter.
Can you tell me what year you come from?
I'm a time traveler from the year 2062.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Election Day in America, Part 2. I'm Nivesh Royalty, and I want to thank you for joining me tonight here as I deliver the election results we were not able to deliver last night. Last night, we left on a term where gubernatorial races were not yet called. A key race in Pennsylvania was not yet called. We were talking about the statistics that could happen, the scenarios, and what could happen. Right now, as we're coming to you right now, the Democrats, the Republicans, nobody has control of the United States House or the United States Senate. Tonight, we're going to be showing you the battle for this flag. Tonight, we're going to be showing you with our new software, the Nivesh Royalty Election Magic Wall. We're going to be giving you more scenarios that could happen. We're going to give you guys some breaking news, but before we begin, we just want to tell you guys that we do have some breaking news coming into the decision desk right now. We are announcing that the House Minority Leader, the current House Minority Leader, but in elections we call him the House Republican Leader, Kevin McCarthy, he has announced a run for Speaker of the House. Now, whether the Republicans gain the House or they lose it, he still has to run as opposed, so there can be a vote. So I just want to recap the history that was happening last night. So Sarah Huckabee Sanders became the first female governor of Arkansas. Mara Whaley became the first lesbian female governor in the entire nation. Max Frost became the first Gen Zer, and he will be the youngest person in Congress as of January 3rd, 2023. And we have called several of these races. So let's just we're going to start with this recap here, and let's begin. So yesterday, we have a projection in a key race. We're picking up from where we left off yesterday. We can now project that in the state of Pennsylvania, a key Senate race has been called in that state. In Pennsylvania, we can call it for the Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman. Dr. Mehmet Oz called Fetterman to concede the race. The race was called at about 1:31 a.m. Breaking news. In the state of Kansas, incumbent Governor Laura Kelly was reelected. Once again, incumbent Governor Laura Kelly, she was reelected. In Ohio, J.D. Vance was elected to the United States Senate. He will win his first 6-year term, a full 6-year term, his first. In North Carolina, Ted Budd will keep that seat red. He has defeated Cherry Beasley to he will replace the senator in that state. But remember, in Pennsylvania, that seat was Republican. It's now Democrat. So now the Senate stands at 49-48. Ron Johnson narrowly defeated. Now, let me tell you guys something. When we call something narrow, obviously, it's very narrow. Very narrow. So let me give you guys what's going on right now in Wisconsin. At this moment, in the key battleground state of Alaska. Too early to call, but Kelly Tshibaka, the Trump-endorsed candidate, she continues to maintain a lead. This is a Republican v. Republican. The incumbent Lisa Murkowski there is facing a re-election battle. In Arizona, too early to call, the incumbent Senator Mark Kelly is facing a battle from Blake Masters. Georgia, we have projected that in Georgia, Senator Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker have both advanced to a December 6th runoff. So we will have election night in America once again on December 6th to give you the results for Georgia. In Hawaii, yesterday, Brian Schatz, he was reelected to the Senate. In Washington, Senator Patricia or Patty Murray was reelected to the Senate there. In California, Senator Alex Padilla was elected to his first full 6-year term there. Okay. As we told you there, this is a key House race that we are calling for the Republicans. This is a Republican pickup in the key state of New York. We have 2 pickups we want to tell you guys about. In New York, in the District 4, we can project that a flip. This is a Republican pickup. Anthony D'Esposito has defeated Laura Gillen. This is in Elmont, Nassau County there. District 4 has been called a flip, a pickup for the Republicans. In New York's 17th Congressional District, another key race, the DCCC, the campaign that funds all the Democrats in their battles for re-election and election. The chairman of that, Sean Patrick Maloney, a 20-year veteran in the United States House, the first openly gay man to serve in the United States House. He has been ousted. He is ousted by Republican Michael Lawler. You've seen campaign ads, but Mike Lawler has ousted the incumbent there. In Kentucky, they had a ballot abortion right there. Kentucky has voted to keep the right of abortions protected. In Michigan, we can project that Gretchen Whitmer, the incumbent Governor Gretchen Whitmer, has been projected to hold on to that seat. Keep it blue. Remember, Governor Whitmer, she faced several feedback and backlash in the 2020 election. Governor Whitmer does win there. This is the final one I'm going to tell you about here. There's 2 more. In Kansas, the Attorney General there, Chris Kobach, you remember him? He lost the Kansas primary, the Republican Senate primary there in 2020. He has won after 2 losses. In elections for the past 2 races he's ran, he has lost them. But this election, he has won. He is the Attorney General-elect for Kansas. In New York, in the 19th Congressional District, Mark Molinaro, he was the Republican nominee in 2018 for governor. He narrowly lost a special election to fill New York's 18th Congressional District, but we can project he has been elected. Once again, Mark Molinaro has been elected. That is a flip in New York 19. So now, let's go into our newest software that we have here. Let's go to the Novacious Royalty. So we're on the whiteboard here. It is now November 9th, and it is now 14:45. So it is about 2:45. So let's tell you about what happened yesterday. So first, I want to talk about some scenarios. So I can see any of these happening. I can see Republicans winning the House. Here's what I see happening. Republicans I definitely see Republicans having a chance of winning the House. So if you don't see that chance, I see it. I know it's like, how do you see that race winning in the United States House? I mean, that, but where was this red wave? This wave that was supposed to take place, where is that red wave? Nobody sees the red wave there, okay? And this red wave, it was expected by McCarthy, Trump, they all expected that they were going to gain the momentum they needed to win immediately. But we have certainly seen the entire opposite. So let me take you back to, so this was yesterday. These are some popular votes for the United States Senate, House. I'm going to update you guys on that again. And I think our new system, let me correct myself if I'm wrong. So I believe we have interpreted a way to get a popular vote for the United States Senate as well. Okay, so we have not. Okay. So in the United States House, we will still be, so we're going to update you on the popular vote there because that's very important. But let's tell you where it stands right now. The Republicans are at 203 seats. They have picked up 11 seats. The Democrats are at 187 seats. They have picked up 4 seats. So we're looking there. In New York, I think that was really a big interest there because several Republicans there have decided that, you know, so here we go. I'm going to give you guys the updated vote. So this was the last time I did this for you. So I did this result for you. This was the last one that I did for you of the night. I did this for you guys before we closed out last night, right? So I gave that to you guys. So now that we have more results in, I want to talk about the more like moderate results. And what I see that could potentially happen. Because, you know, we are in the Senate. So let's tell you this. This was the last time I saw you. Let me go here now. So now the Republicans are now at 52.2. And the Democrats, I believe it's showing on there. Okay, perfect. The Democrats are now at 45.8. And how many precincts? Here we go. 82% precincts reporting. So, and this is equaling 49 million. 43 million. So I want to point this out here, something that's going on, and I think this is a big surprise. Let me move just so you can see it here. The Democrats are losing here, and they've lost the popular vote all this night. So let me show you this important race here. So all night, let me bring you back here. All night, this was the last one we did. The Republicans were still winning. So let's show you from the last time I saw you what has changed. So the last time I saw you, it was 54.3 to 44.5. So let me keep that number in mind. 54.3 to 44.5. So now I'm going to compare this to what? So now I'm going to compare this to today's. So look at the momentum now. So you remember the Republicans had 54.3. So they have lost a total of about 2.1, minus 2.1. And Democrats have gained 2.3. No, 1.3. So Democrats have gained 1.3. This is actually confusing me a little because I don't know if this is 1.3 and this is that. That does not make sense. But so we can still see here, though, the Republicans winning the United States House of Representatives. But the Democrats are doing way better. The Republicans expected it to be a red wave. That's what they were calling it, a red wave. And certainly, I think we've all seen it here. This red wave has certainly disappeared. Even Senator Lindsey Graham, a Republican senator for South Carolina, said, "Where is this red wave? I don't see it. When is it happening?" I certainly don't see a Republican comeback because with the amount of seats here, I don't see a red wave happening. It's done. If the Republicans win the majority, it will be a slim majority. Same thing. If the Democrats win the majority, it will be a slim majority. So I think we see here something in common. We can see it going any way at this point. At this point, the House can go to Dems or Republicans. So now I want to update you on the United States Senate. So I brought in a new magic wall here. So let me give you like the results. I'm going to talk about Republicans, then we'll talk about Democrats. So in the United States Senate right now, it is 49. The Republicans have 49. So let's explain to you what's going on here. So you remember for control, they need 51. The Democrats need 50. They need 51. See it right there. Okay. So, and let me just do the Democrats. So the Democrats, they have 48 and they need 50. So at the end here, both parties, Republicans need 2 seats, Democrats need 2 seats. So let me show you guys something here. So let me show you guys something interesting I find now. With the Republicans are... So remember, there are key races for the Senate. And in Arizona, I'm going to write how many races they're leading in. And really leading. So if they're leading in it, I'm going to give it to them. So I'm counting Georgia to the Democrats. So Georgia, although it did advance to a runoff, we're not going to even talk about that here because that it's like it already happened. Okay, so we're not even going to talk about that like that happened. But they have Nevada. Excuse me. They have Nevada on their hands right now. So like I said, they have Nevada, and that's really all they have. In terms of what races are remaining now, they're not leading in the other races. So something is off here. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay, so let me just go here. So Nevada, and for the Democrats, they are leading. The Democrats are leading in Arizona. Okay, so let's show you what is happening here. As we said, at this rate, I'm just going to write in black. They have not Arizona, excuse me. They have Alaska. Now, although it's a Republican versus Republican, a Republican is still leading, right? So I want to show you, this can really go any way around, it. So the Democrats, they really need to get it together here. I put Alaska in black because throughout the night, a Republican is going to lead the whole time. So I am projecting here. Let me be the first one to tell you. I am projecting here. This will go to the Republicans, okay? So right now, let me make a new spreadsheet. I am projecting in the Senate right now. It is 50 Republicans and 48 Democrats at this moment. Because Alaska, it's only going to be the 2 Republicans, okay? So it's only those 2 Republicans. So a Republican has to win that race. So I just gave it to them. So now the Republicans they ultimately need 1 seat to gain control. Now, how is this? Because, well, they lost Pennsylvania. So you're right, they lost Pennsylvania, and they didn't gain anything, but they are going to win Alaska. And if they win Alaska, that will raise them to 50. And they will win Alaska because it is Republican versus Republican. So a Republican will win. For the Democrats, they have a way of getting back in the ball game. So I checked that one off. So I'll cross that off. So now let me just erase it. So now let me show you this. The Democrats are leading in Arizona. And we have Nevada. So right now, the balance in power at this moment is relying on Arizona and Nevada. And for December 6th, it will rely on Georgia. So remember, we will not know Georgia until December 6th. So do not expect results from that. But these are the pointers now. In Arizona, Nevada, we have to wait. We have to see what's going to happen in Arizona and Nevada. Because in Nevada, they are going to count. They can count tomorrow. So they can count on Friday due to Veterans Day, but it must be postmarked before. So remember, it is Veterans Day. So if it is not postmarked before, PM stands for postmarked. If it's not postmarked before 11, if it's not postmarked by 11/11/22, November 11th, that is Veterans Day. Those ballots won't be counted on that day. So hopefully all the ballots remaining were postmarked before this date so we can get Nevada. But remember, currently a Republican is leading in this race. So I'm going to highlight this. So look what I've done. I know it looks like I'm coloring it, but I have just highlighted Nevada in the red term. I know it doesn't look like it says Nevada. I'm going to make that stand out now. Here's what we're seeing at this moment. So, at this moment, Nevada is going to flip. So remember, if they were to flip this seat, this would be +1 for the Republicans. If the Democrats retain both of these seats, they will keep the majority. The Republicans need only 1 seat. The Democrats need 2 now. It's funny how this game works. Because they won Alaska. But let me show you this. Nevada is traditionally a Democrat, but now it's like that. These are the states we're undecided for. Nevada, Georgia, Arizona. So we have ruled out that in Georgia, we're not going to know until December 6th, right? So let me just say runoff there. So I'm going to highlight that in red because that is now advanced to a runoff. So we are waiting. If the Republicans get that seat, that's +1. If the Republicans get that seat, that's +1. If they get that, that is called 52. They have crossed 51, meaning they have the majority. But shall now Arizona... Shall it be Arizona and Nevada? Now we'll go Arizona. That's a keep. So that'll bring it to 49. And that would be a keep. And that would bring it to 50. And now with 50, they're 50 out of 51. Vice President Kamala Harris would make that 51. So they now have the majority. Now, when it comes to December 6th, the Democrats really need to win Nevada. Because if they... Now, Georgia will still be important. It will still be a loss for them. But it can either make it go to 51 v 49, or it can go like this. It could go 50-50. No. Something is not right in my adding here. So it could go like that. Yes, it could go like that. That is for December 6th. So we're not even going to worry about December 6th. We need, if the Democrats, they need to keep these two states. Republicans, they need to win Nevada. They need to win Arizona. They need to win Nevada. These need to be pickups for them. If they do not pick it up, they are going to lose. They're going to take the L, and the Democrats are going to win the majority. Pretty simple. So on behalf of all of us here, we want to thank you for joining us for this Election Night in America coverage. On behalf of all of us here at Navacious Royalty, we want to thank you for joining us for our Election Day in America, Part Day 2. So please join us for Election Day in America, Day 3, Part 3, tomorrow at this. Please join us tomorrow at this time, but instead, tomorrow, please join us for the time of 3:30. Again, please join us tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on this channel. Same place. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. We are still in election night as we close out tonight. In the House of Representatives, it is anyone's game. In the United States Senate, it is anyone's game. Hopefully, we can make some calls, and tomorrow we will give you your winner. I'm Navacious Royalty, and I want to thank you. I'll see you at 3:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on the channel.